How's it going out there? This is Feed Your Mind. And so the self-proclaimed clone who goes by the name of Donald Marshall. I brought up this guy in a previous video. I had just found out about him when I had first reported on this guy. And so after my video, a lot of my subscribers had, well, not a lot of them, but there was a good amount of my subscribers who said that story sounded familiar that I brought up about the clone guy. And it turned out that this guy, his name is Donald Marshall. And so, like I said, that was the first time I was hearing about all of his testimony. So my first assessment was vague, and I hadn't really, I just kind of heard what I heard in my initial research about him, and didn't really even know his name or anything, just kind of listened to his story and reported on him. But now I came across an entire interview that he did, like that he directly posted, and so I got much more information about him now, and I'd like to share with you my new understandings about everything that he talked about. And so I'll leave a link to the interview in the comment section and the description box. But so basically, so this Donald Marshall guy, it turns out he was on an album cover, and it was on a Megadeth album cover. So well, that's what he claimed. So I checked out the album cover, and that's what I posted on the thumbnail, is just a screenshot of his face, like a close-up of his face, and then his current, like a current photo of him. So it does look like him. It looks like he's on the Megadeth album cover. Now, if you want to see the full album cover, I'll leave, that'll be on that link I'll leave leave the interview that he did, plus the album cover artwork, because album cover artwork is something I can't post here because it's I'm not gonna even get into the details about why I can't, because I might set off something. But basically, I can't post the album cover here. You're gonna have to check it out on my website. But it's, I guess I could say, graphic. But anyways, he's being hurt. Let's put it like that. On the album cover, he's being hurt, and I question if the album cover is actually legitimate. I mean, Megadeth just found this random guy to do this album cover, or did Megadeth receive this photo, and whoever was in charge of making that their album cover, is this did they actually know this is an actual photograph of the guy, and they were actually doing that to him, hurting him? I mean, it could be real. It could be like a snuff photo, like something real, and that could be why they put it on the album cover, because they know it's authentic. It could be authentic. I'm not claiming to know if it is or not. And when he brought up that was him on the album cover, he didn't really explain if that was an actual photo of what they did to him, but he was describing what they were doing to him, and that's pretty much what he is describing. They were hurting him, and so, and very badly. They're hurting him very badly, but it wasn't him. It was a clone, is what he's saying. He's saying basically they can collect your DNA or your blood or something, and they're able to replicate you. The question I have though is, how would this clone be able to grow? Wouldn't it be like have to grow like from a baby to an adult somehow, like in their facilities? That's a problem with me. I would need to know, like, because that doesn't make sense to me. How would you have a clone the same age as you? Because it takes like 18 years at least to grow into a grown, a young adult. So how would you have a clone that you can jump into that would be anywhere near your age? So if you guys have any answers to that, let me know. I mean, that's like one of the questions I would have to ask him. Because I can't say I'm fully on board with the story. I mean, look, I guess this story it's definitely intriguing. So basically he's saying it sounds like soul transfer technology, I guess. What some might call technology, others might call ritualistic magic. But basically, he said he goes to sleep, and that secret group is able to, well, he definitely said he was involved with the secret group. And he said he played along with them and acted like he was with them for a long time, for a lot of years. So that answered my question of my initial question about, I was wondering, like he must have been part of that group, obviously. If they're able to have access to his soul like that, to transfer him out of his body while he sleeps. So he's basically saying that while he goes to sleep, this secret group is transferring his body into this facility. And it seemed he would have thought it was a dream, but he discovered this place was real because it was every single night and it's the same place. So it's basically like a real location that they're sending his soul to. And he's saying for sure it's not a dream. Like 100, he's 100% sure it's not a dream. And so when he closes his eyes in his bedroom, when he closes his eyes to go to sleep and falls asleep, he then opens his eyes immediately and he's somewhere else. He said a lot of people might have thought they got, taken from their house, removed. They thought somebody got them, and they're like, where are they? Where am I? But really, nobody got them. Their body, their main body is at home sleeping. It's their soul that was taken and transferred to a clone. Now, I think I just kind of answered my question about how could the clone be grown. I think I just now realized that maybe he's being transferred to a body that's not exactly his body. I mean, according to the album cover, if that's legit, that's definitely his body they're transferring him to. But the only other option would be for him to be transferred to a body that's not his. But I think it kind of sounded like the body had to be his for the transfer to work. So who knows? I mean, it's very, I don't know. So there's some things that just don't make sense with this story. A lot of people seem to actually believe him though. So I can't just ignore that. Like a lot of people have heard his testimony. And so this soul transfer technology is possibly there could be something to it. It sounds to me something like possession, like he's in deep with these guys, with these this secret group, and he said he doesn't know how long he's gonna make it. Like now that he's coming out with everything, he also says that he feels like he doesn't care at this point. He just wants to get the word out about this facility. And it's a real facility that they're transferring him to. So, like I said, it takes him to a place somewhere. Oh yeah, the place is said to be underneath the earth. That's where this place is. It's a facility. He said a lot of their facilities are underneath the earth. So deep underground areas where they got, where they have these facilities, where they do cloning, and they're able to transfer him there. And he said it's a lot of high profile people involved. Like in the last video, I was just saying celebrities. No, it's not just celebrities. It's actually leaders, authority figures. He named some names of world leaders that I'm not gonna mention. It's in the interview. Like I said, links in the comment section, in the description box, along with the album cover. But I mean, there must be something to him, because, like, how did he end up on a Megadeth album cover? Like, that just came out of nowhere. Like, he was like 30 minutes in the interview or something, and then he just brought that up out of nowhere. I'm like, that caught my attention. I'm like, what? Like, you were on a major recording artist album cover? So that adds a little credibility to it. I don't know if the photograph is authentic as far as what they're doing, him being hurt on the album cover. I don't know if he's acting, but that's just weird. Like, why would they even pick some random guy like this to be on the album cover and do that instead of themselves? Like, usually the artists would be the ones on the album cover or something. But they picked this guy who's not even a musician. Oh yeah, he also said, yeah, he was writing songs. So he was writing for the music industry. So yeah, I mean, that would make sense for him to be on the album cover if he was involved with the music industry like that. So a lot of celebrities, a lot of high profile people, a lot of authority figures, a lot of religious leaders are all involved in this this underground area, and a lot of them transfer there while they sleep. Some are in charge, and some are the victims. Some people are the ones in charge, and they do what they do to people. I guess they do a lot of rituals down there. They do a lot of things I just can't really describe in this video. So you're gonna have to go to check it out on and that link I leave to hear the full details, because I can't really get into a lot of these words that I'm trying to avoid saying. I just can't say here. So I'm trying to get through this video with saying is, so to try to keep from saying certain words that will make this video not available to you. So anyways, but I mean, with the whole Britney Spears thing, with her conservatorship, and yeah, there's handlers. Like, oh, that's what he was saying too. Yeah, handlers. Like, these people require handlers. Who was he saying requires handlers? I think it was like, I don't know, but see, he brought up handlers were necessary for the clones. I'm wondering if so the people up top, they're probably just not limited to that facility then, basically. I mean, I would guess they use a facility for their rituals, but also I would suspect some of these facilities, some of these clones could be up here with us then. And so we don't know who's in some of these bodies then when we're dealing with people. I think he even brought up, I wonder if he brought up Michael Jackson in them, but I'm not sure. But and then I remember a picture of Tupac on the table, on the autopsy table and stuff. I wonder, like, I mean, now I know that they can actually provide pictures, like just like they did with this Donald Marshall guy on an album cover. Like, they can cut you up and everything and slice you up, and you could still be alive after doing all, like, the person could still be alive, and you don't even know who's occupying the bodies. It just becomes a serious issue. This whole technology is deceptive. I mean, that means, like, who are we seeing? Who are we witnessing? I mean, the talent of these artists, some of these artists, I don't think you can't fake that. You can't clone that. You can't clone their skills, their abilities. So, but if you could control them every time you sleep. So, I mean, I guess stay away from these deals. I mean, if you make a deal and then they end up gaining access to be able to do this to you just because you signed something that you didn't know what you were getting involved in. I mean, I'm sure it requires more than just a signature to be for them to be able to do this stuff to you. But anyways, I guess we've chatted long enough. I just wanted to give you an update on everything about this story, and it's a very interesting story. I want to know if you believe it or not. Check out the interview, like I said, in the comment section. Check out the album cover artwork to see if you think this is the same guy on the artwork. It looks like him for sure. Also, I'll leave links to my other channels and my social media. And I'll leave a link if you want to donate to the channel. You can donate as little as $1 to help keep things going here at Feed Your Mind, so I can keep doing what I do. Also, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Signing off.